Hello, welcome back to KOA. My name's Rihanna. This is going to be a lovely restorative practice. If you're joining me, all you need really is a mat. You've always got an option for a yoga block as well if you do wish to sit on it. We are going to start seated with crossed legs, so if you do wish to sit on that to start with, please do so. Take it out whenever you need to. Listen to your body, move through, at your own pace. Take your time, enjoy. Let's get going. So meet me seated, grounding the sitting bones into the floor, lengthening out through the spine and pulling out through the crown of the head. Allow those shoulders to just drop down. Allow the eyes to close. Just start to focus on the breath. So channeling the breath in and out through the nose, gently closing the lips. Softening the jaw, the eyebrows, the forehead. We're going to come into our 3-part breath. You can either leave your hands just rested on your thighs or knees, or you can place your hands on your belly. Inhale, breathe into your belly. Exhale, relax your belly. Inhale, breathing into your belly. Exhale, relax your belly. Inhale, breathing into your belly. Exhale, relax your belly. Hands up to rib cage. Inhale, breathing into belly, then into the rib cage. Exhale, relax your rib cage, then relax your belly. Inhale, breathing into the belly, then into the rib cage. Exhale, relax the rib cage, relax the belly. Inhale, breathing into the belly, then into the rib cage. Exhale, relax the rib cage, relax the belly. Hands up onto the shoulders. Inhale, breathe into the belly, into the rib cage, into the shoulders. Exhale, relax the shoulders, then the rib cage, then the belly. Inhale, breathe into the belly, into the rib cage, into the shoulders. Exhale, relax the shoulders, then the rib cage, then the belly. Inhale, breathe into the belly, into the rib cage, into the shoulders. Exhale, relax the shoulders, then the rib cage, then the belly. Release the hands, allow the breath to continue all the way up to those shoulders, and then soften out of you. Make it feel a little bit more natural. Nice deep, deep breaths in and out through the nose. Keep these deep breaths going, pressing your hands to your heart center, resting the knuckle of the thumb in towards the chest. Drawing your forehead towards your fingertips, open your eyes. Namaste. Welcome to your practice. Keep those lovely deep breaths that you found, reaching those hands out to the side, fingertips reaching away. Inhale, raise those hands overhead, look up to joint palms. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest to reach those fingers away. Inhale, looking up to joint palms. Exhale, drawing the chin to the chest to reach those fingers. Inhale, looking up to joint palms. Exhale, drawing the chin to the chest, shoulders drawing down that back. Inhale, looking up to joint palms. Exhale, reach those hands away. Let's go for one more here. Inhale, looking up to joint palms. And exhale, reach those fingertips away. Keep those fingers nice and long. Bring the chin parallel with the floor, looking over one shoulder. Through center, over the other. One more each side. Looking round. And again. Bringing your head back to neutral, reaching up and over with your right hand, pressing the left hand into the floor. Option left elbow reaching into the floor. Try and keep both seat bones connected to that mat. If you're on a block, you might want to remove it now. Reaching those fingertips nice and long, shoulders away from ears. Inhale. Exhale to move. Draw the top shoulder forward, pick up the belly button, rounding through the back. Having a lovely deep stretch to the right side of the back there. Inhale. Exhale, opening out, looking up to the sky, drawing that shoulder back, open out through the chest and armpit, breathing in. Breathe out to move, draw that shoulder forward, pick up the belly button, shoulders parallel with the floor. Inhale. Exhale to move, reach those fingertips, get that lovely deep stretch and opening. Inhale here. Exhale to move through, drop that shoulder forward, belly button up. Breathing in. Breathe out, opening out. And returning back to neutral. Reach the arm up and over. Continue all the way over to the second side. Moving through, finding that stretch on the second side. Reaching through those fingers, shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale to move, shoulder drops forward, stretching out, looking towards the floor, shoulders parallel with that floor. Inhale, exhale to move, opening out, draw that shoulder back, reaching through those fingers, open out underneath the armpit. Inhale, exhale to move, shoulder forward, belly up, looking down. Inhale, exhale, open out, enjoying that stretch, that opening. It feels so nice. Inhale, exhale to move, shoulder forward, stretching through the back. Reach those fingers to deepen the stretch through the back. Inhale, exhale to move, opening out through the chest and returning to center, reaching those arms all the way up. Inhale, raise both hands overhead. Exhale, reaching forward, and then allow yourself to just drop over these legs. You can walk those hands out further when you get there if there's more room for you to do so. Breathing in, breathe out, just completely melt towards the floor. Opening up through the hips, through the glutes. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, walk those hands all the way back towards you. Keeping the right leg in, extend the left leg out to the side. Keeping your hips facing the long edge of the mat, rotate your shoulders over that left leg. Inhale, lengthen through the hands. Exhale, dive forward, finding the thigh, the shin calf, your ankle or the sole of your foot. Just make sure both hands are on the same body part. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, elbows wide, drawing knee to nose. Taking a deep breath, inhale. Exhale, releasing into the stretch, finding a little bit deeper every time. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath here. Inhale, exhale. And then placing the hands either side of the leg to walk you all the way back up to seated. Switching over legs, second side. Left leg in, right leg out. Flex the foot, hips stay facing forward. Rotate those shoulders round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reaching forward, finding the thigh, the shin, the ankle, or the sole of the foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbows wide, draw that nose down. Breathing in, breathing out, release. Deep breath in, big sigh out. One more, breathing in and breathing out. Walk those hands back towards you. This time, extend both legs out to the side. Sitting in a second position, so if you need to bring your legs slightly closer together, absolutely fine. Don't push them all the way out. Well, you can if you want to, but be careful. Pull those toes towards you. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, you're going to reach for those toes, so you can walk the hands down those legs. Again, finding the same body part. Ankles, if you do reach the toes, you can hook the first two fingers around the big toe. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, nose to floor, elbows nice and lifted, lengthening through the spine, holding here, taking a couple of deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale, grow longer through the spine. Think about sticking the tailbone out behind you, knees facing the sky. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath, breathing in and breathing out. To get yourself up, if you need to, you can press the hands into the floor and push yourself away. Rock off the seat bones, hold underneath those knees and give yourself a hug. Good job. From here, coming into a 4-point kneel. So meet me, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Relax the calves, relax the ankles, and start to move through the cat to cow. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone. Exhale, drop your head, drop your tailbone, scoop your belly. Inhale, lift your head and tailbone. Exhale, drop your head, drop your tailbone, scoop your belly. Inhale, lifting and opening. Exhale, drop head and tailbone, press away. One more here. Inhale, lift. And exhale, drop your head and tailbone. Lengthening through the spine, taking a little wag, looking around to one hip bone and then the other. Like you're a dog wagging its tail. Side to side, one more each side. And returning back to neutral. You can take the head in one direction, the belly in the other, creating circles with the head and belly, moving around. If the coordination is a little tricky, just have a good wiggle. Make it feel nice. If you are circling, try and change direction if you can. Pushing away from the floor, finding as much movement as you can. enjoying any little cracks that come out. And then lengthen through the spine. Come into thread of the needle. Inhale, start by lifting up with the left hand, opening through the chest. Exhale as you thread the needle. You can either stop on your forearm or drop all the way down to ear, shoulder, hips stay nice and high. Lifting right hand up to sky. You can stay or tuck it into that left hip. Inhale, exhale, increase the rotation. Twisting round. Breathing in. And breathe out, release all the way back to center. Opening up, continue to open out with that left hand. And place back down onto the mat. Second side, inhale, lifting with the right hand, open up. And thread the needle, option to stop on the forearm or drop all the way down. Then option to reach that left hand up or tuck it into your hip. Opening out through that top shoulder a little bit more. Keep those nice deep breaths that we found at the start. When you're ready, returning, placing that left hand down, opening out through the right, and releasing back to center. From here, tucking the toes under, dropping the head, lifting the hips, find our first downward facing dog. So we're just going to hold this for a moment. Grounding through the feet and hands, hips lifting up nice and high. Pressing the chest back, allowing the blood to rush down to the head, dropping through the crown of the head. You can take a little shake of the neck here, making sure it's nice and released and relaxed. From here, we're going to go for a bit of a wave through the body. So our feet are currently hip width distance apart. We're going to start by lifting our heels, tucking the tailbone under, scooping the belly, rolling out to a plank position, but keep moving through the plank. Drop the hips down and open out through the chest, hovering those thighs just off the floor if you can. If not, you can go for a little drop there. From here, tuck the chin to the chest, roll yourself all the way back up to your downward facing dog, grounding the heels down. We lift the heels, we scoop the belly, tuck the tailbone, roll through the spine, articulating bone by bone, all the way to a plank. Once you're there, drop the hips, open out through the chest, hovering just off the floor if you can. Drop the chin to the chest, rolling up bone by bone from top to bottom through that vertebrae, and ground the heels once you get there. Lifting your heels. Scooping that belly, articulating through the spine, all the way to a plank. Drop those hips and open out. Then drop the chin, roll from top to bottom, pressing away from the floor, finding the articulation, lowering those heels. Let's go for the final one. Lift our heels, tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, rolling through, opening out at the bottom, dropping the chin, rolling all the way up. Good. Holding your downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up towards the sky. You can stay here or you can start to bend into the right knee. Open out through the right hip. So pulling the right toe towards the left shoulder. Looking under the right armpit. Inhale. And exhale, release all the way back to our neutral downward dog. Second side. Lifting up with the left leg. You can stay or start to bend the knee. Drawing the toe towards the right shoulder. Look under the left armpit. Find that lovely opening through the hips. Breathing in. Breathe out. Return to your downward facing dog. Knees apart, toes together. Child's pose, rest the forehead, reach the arms nice and long. Taking a deep breath in. As you breathe out, rolling up through the spine. And bring yourself round to lying. So meet me lying down on your mat. All the way, take your time to get there. No rush. Back of head heavy. Pelvis heavy, hugging the knees in towards the chest. Breathing in. As you breathe out, arms to a T, drop the knees to one side, find your spinal rotation. switch the gaze the other way. And just taking a moment here, you can overstack that top leg as well if that feels nice. Over across the bottom. Breathing in. As you breathe out, bring the legs through center, drop them down the second side. And returning back to neutral. Hugging both knees in towards the chest, taking hold of the insides of the calves, the ankles, or the soles of the feet. So we come into our happy baby pose, almost pulling the knees in towards those armpits to start with. From here, you can take a little tuck and tilt with the tailbone, or a little swing side to side, or a bend and stretch into one leg and then the other, or both at the same time. Anything that feels good. Closing the eyes, playing around. Breathing in. As you breathe out, taking hold of the outside of those legs, gently squeeze them back together. Keep the knees hugging in towards the chest. You can either stay here or you can lengthen the legs, let the legs drain. Or you can join me in Sarvangasana and Halasana. So when you're ready, drawing the knees towards the forehead, catching that lower spine. You can stay here, keep pressing into those elbows, or you can start to lengthen the legs all the way up towards the sky, finding the length, squeezing those inside thighs. Try and get the toes to face up towards the sky. Try to not get an angle just yet. Find Sarvangasana first. Inhale, exhale. Nice deep breaths, squeezing through those glutes, lengthening up, reaching towards the sky. And then when you're ready, slowly dropping down to Halasana. Toes coming towards the floor. Hips nice and high. Take your time. Holding onto that pelvis the whole time. If your toes touch the floor, then you can release those hands. You can interlace those hands as well. Softening through the neck. Make sure you're able to breathe easily. There's not too much tension in the neck. Try and keep that head nice and still. And allow the spine to just decompress. And take a couple of those deep breaths here. In and out through the nose. Filling the belly, the rib cage and the shoulders. When you're ready, releasing the hands to a low V, they work like a brace, slowly rolling down bone by bone to come all the way down onto the mat. Take your time, engage the core. Once your pelvis drops down, hug the knees in towards the chest and just take a moment. If you wish to press the feet into the floor for this little break, then please do so. Hugging the knees into the chest, tucking the chin, scooping the belly, massage yourself up to a seated position. The final pose, we come into fish pose, so Matsyasana. Extending those legs out nice and long, sliding those hands behind you, coming down onto your forearms. As we set ourselves up into Matsyasana, you can play around with the placement of the elbow. If you need to walk them slightly closer towards your hips, then please do so. Opening out through the belly and through the chest, squeezing those legs together, start to look up towards the sky, pressing out of those elbows. When you're ready, start to drop the crown of the head towards the floor. This is where you're going to want to play around with those elbows, shuffling them down towards those hips. So we open out through the chest, through the throat, opening the belly, resting all of that weight on the crown of the head. Completely surrendering into the posture. you're ready to come out, you're more than welcome to stay a little longer. I'm just going to show you to come out if you need to. Sliding through the back of the head, all the way down to lying. You can stay there for a little longer if you wish to, but to get out of it, you slide down the back of the head. So don't come up the way that you got into it. If you're still in fish pose, start to make your way down so we can come into our closing Savasana. Opening out the heels to the edge of the mat, turning the palms to face the sky, and just taking a moment to completely release and melt down. Let's take 3 sighs to release. Taking a deep breath in and sigh out. Let it all go. Deep breath in. Big sigh out. One more. Breathing in. And breathe out. You can stay down there. I'm going to come up to seated just to talk you through the closing Savasana. So bring your focus down to your toes. Completely relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your calves, the backs of your knees. Relax your thighs, your glutes. Allow your pelvis to feel heavy and grounded, each vertebrae rooting towards the earth. Soften your belly, your rib cage, your shoulders. Relax your arms, elbows, wrists. Allow the palms to feel heavy and weighted. Fingers heavy. Lengthen through the back of the neck, soften the throat. Relax the jaw. Allow the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. Relax your cheeks, your ears, your eyebrows and your forehead. Relax your scalp. Whole body heavy, eyes heavy, completely relaxed. Maybe just noticing how your body feels. Yoga isn't about crazy postures, being good at things. It's about giving yourself time to know yourself, to understand you, to learn you, your mind, your body, who you are. It allows you to stop and be present. It allows you to feel, and not necessarily always feel good, but just feel. Enjoy getting to know you just for a couple more moments. Start to bring your focus back to your body, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes. Allow your head to fall from side to side to wake up the neck. When you're ready, curling onto one side in a fetal position. Keep the head heavy, the eyes closed. Taking a breath there, feeling safe. Whenever you're ready, pressing into the top hand, extending your top leg, bringing your head up last to meet me in a comfortable seated position. Lengthening through the spine. Grounding through the sitting bones. Allowing the earth to flood the body with energy. Pressing the palms together. Resting the knuckle of the thumb in towards the heart center. Drawing your forehead towards your fingertips. The divine in me bows to the divine in you. Namaste. Well done. Thank you for joining. I hope that felt as lovely for you as it did for me. As always, let me know how you got on. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here for you. Have a lovely day ahead of you. Well done. I'll see you back here next week in a brand new video. Bye.